welcome back to Winter 89 Colors. My name is Melissa and I am here to continue our Rita Berman mini series today. All right, so we have completed so far 3 of these little miniature vignettes and it is time to move on to the 4th. So I'm going to spin the wheel, we'll figure out what we're doing, and then we'll figure out what pencils we're going to use for that page. Here we go. Alrighty, fantastic. So it looks like we're doing this little friend here. We've got the hat, the glasses, the beach blanket, and the umbrella. I'm assuming that's an umbrella. All right, so what should we use for this today? Well, we have a few different options. I mean, I'm thinking because it's such a beach scene, I'm thinking bright colors. All right, I think we're gonna do Prismas for this one. Yep. Or actually, Albrecht Durer. We're gonna do Albrecht Durer. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Because I feel like we've got the space and the room to play with the Albrecht Durer. We can use them both activated and not activated. I think it'll be a lot of fun to dabble in multiple different mediums in one medium. All right, so let's pull out some water brushes because we'll probably need those. A dabbing cloth. Here we are, little cloth. And we've got our pencils to the side here. Do we need anything else? Oh, of course. There we have it. All right, let's zoom in and have a look. All right, so we've got this cute little vignette here. Actually, I'm gonna bring you down just a smidge. Good, there we go. Okay, what kind of color scheme should we do? Should we pick a color scheme more randomly? Perhaps we should. Okay, let me just... All right, so there we have it. I've got my color scheme ready to go. We're gonna do this in nice, fun, bright colors. So let's start with brown ochre 182 and get things moving. All right, so let's start with the hat. So with the Albrecht Durer, I'm going to be activating the base layer. So I'm just putting it in the most shady, shadowy spots directly to paper. And then I'll drag it out from there to create my base. Got my little water brush here. And then I'm going to do the same for the background. So, are we all excited that I have hit 1,000 subscribers? I mean, I know that doesn't mean much to you guys, but it's a big deal to me. It's a really big milestone. I am super happy to have you all with me and really appreciative of everybody who's been following or even just started following. That's so great. Gonna try to keep the content coming as much as possible. I don't think I need to do as much as I have been doing, but I'm gonna try. I think in celebration of my 1K, we're gonna maybe do a product spotlight series. So I'll pick the products that I use most frequently, or the products that I really like using most frequently. And I'll just show the different ways that I tend to use them on my pages. How my technique with them has changed over time. That kind of thing. I was planning on doing sort of a product spotlight series anyway, but I feel like this narrows it down to exactly what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be featuring on that series a little more. So that's good. That's quite good, isn't it? Yeah. So next thing's next. Let's pick out. I'm gonna use Helio Blue Reddish. Pink Matter Lake. And Red Violet, I think, are going to be my main 3 colorful colors. So, first things first, I'm thinking that the glasses need to be pink. I don't know why, but I think that that is the answer here. So. Glasses pink. Good. So we'll do a section of the umbrella pink. Eight. So this gotta be 2. Okay, so we can only use 2 colors on this. All right, so let's do pink as the first one. Sorry, I'm really tired, folks. I haven't had my coffee yet, and I'm just kind of like, ooh. You're getting me raw and unedited this morning. I mean, a little bit edited. I'm sure I'll edit this in post, but still. And I think I'm also going to do the scarf on the hat. I don't know what you call this. The band. we go. All right, so let's pull out our water again. I can't believe October is almost over. Like, I feel like it just started. Went and got some pumpkins on the weekend. I'm probably going to carve those sometime this week, so that'll be exciting. I think I'm going to make these glasses very, very bright pink, whereas the rest of the pinks on the page are going to be a little bit softer. And I'm going to do that simply by layering. Adding the same color, but more saturated. Okay. So let's do the majority of the towel blue. So I'm sticking with the same theme that's happening in the rest of the square. So the rest of the square is like, the way they've done the vignette is that it's darker on the outside, lighter on the inside. So I'm doing the same thing. That's how I'm determining my shadows for most of the rest of the page as well. Kind of goes, you know, intuitively against how shadows work, but it's about staying in theme on the page. I'm going to do the lenses blue also. Okay, so then we're going to take our purple color, the light red violet. Excellent. All right, so let's pull out the water and finish this off. And that'll be most of our basing done. Oops. Saved it. Sorry I'm not talking much, folks. Not sure what to say. I don't think much has changed since the last time we spoke. All right. So that's all of our main colors, and a lot of this is going to be enough, but we have to put a few extra layers in a few places. So the first thing I'm going to do is the background, because that part is now dry. So I'm going to grab light yellow glaze, and I'm going to go over all the spots that I did in the brown ochre. And I'm not going to be afraid to go a little bit darker in color this time, because we want to add that layer. This is a much lighter color, so we want to add those layers together. Take the water brush. And that just brightens up that sand, adds a little bit extra dimension. Looks quite nice. So next up, I'm going to add a second layer to our pink, focusing darkness, a little bit of extra pressure in the shadow areas, and not going much into our light areas. Okay, and using our smaller brush, that's our bigger brush, smaller brush, we're just forcing a little bit of extra depth into those shadow areas. Moving into the blue. purple. There. So now we've forced some extra dimension into our objects. I'm gonna take my yellow. I'm actually gonna take it off the brush or off the pencil because I need a little more precision. All right. So I'm just going to take a minute, let this dry, and then we'll come back and see if there's anything else that needs to be done. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. So I wanted that to dry just a little bit before we started kicking off. It's not completely dry, but it's at least a little better. So now, get my tea out of the way here. Okay, so now I think I'm going to attempt to use the pencils dry to finish this off. So I'm going to grab my pink here. And just add a little bit of depth. Got some really nice happy mail yesterday. That video will be up soon. Very kind subscriber sent me 2 books, which is more than generous. Very excited to share them with you, so make sure to check that out. I don't often use my Albrecht Durer dry because it kind of seems like a waste of watercolor paint. But since I'm trying to do these vignettes in all one material, I decided I would do these dry just to show. Oftentimes I'll go over with polychromos if I'm gonna do something dry over top of an Albrecht Durer. I love using mixed media. I have a really hard time sticking to just one medium on a page. I feel like every element on a page has the ability to be done differently, and every effect that I want to get can be done with a different medium. That's nice. And now I think all we really need to do is add some of our embellishments. So first things first, I'm thinking some of my new super golden markers, which were sent to me so kindly once again by a dear friend. I'm going to choose this color. I think this one is purple, red, gold. I'll get my starter here. Always got to have a little test go with these kinds of markers. Make sure they don't explode out on you. Okay. These are so fun. I'm so excited to have these as a part of my coloring journey. I've been wanting them for so long. They're not easy to get in my corner of the world. In Canada for some reason. It's easier for me to get them directly off the site rather than going through Amazon, which is unusual. All right, so now all we need is some white. Those away so I don't lose them. Let's grab my Jelly Roll white. Just picking out some highlight areas here to soften. There. Just a few little accents makes all the difference, don't you think? All right, so that is another piece of our double page vignette done. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you'd like to see next, what you think is going to be a good video, whether it's within this series or a different series or a standalone video. Let me know. All the products will be linked in the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.